Good morning. Good morning. Happy Sunday. Hi. I've got my little helper here today. Okay. Oh, it's all right. Somebody at the door. Good morning. How is everybody? Anybody there? Right. All I want to do is really quick live today, because you must be absolutely fed up to the back teeth of seeing my face. But I just wanted to share with you what I've been doing and what my plans are. So before we do the stone painting and I'll show you what I've done, I just wanted to share with you what I did with my... Hi Roz, hi Keris. I just wanted to share with you what to do with your mincemeat jars. So I used a couple of these yesterday for my mince pie, so I will be dispatching those. Hi. All right. No, oh, you've lost, it's come off. Where's your hat gone? You lost your hat. You can't be an elf without a hat. So keep hold of your jars. And all I did, I thought, oh, that's ideal to just put a few little sweets in. And you know the ideas that I've had sticking things on top of jars? Hi, Maureen. Hi, Chelsea. Hi, Jessica. Hi. Let's get rid of that. So, I've talked about spraying the lids before. Just, they're easy enough to wash. Just soak them and get the labels off. And the lids, I ordered some more of this. You can buy cheaper stuff, but this is made by Rust-Oleum. And it's about £8.99, £8.50, something like that. I think one was £8.50 and one was £8.99. So I've got gloss black and gloss white. So all I did, and it does loads and loads of things. So these things, I know they're not cheap, but they're an investment. So all I did was, these are my jars. I just sprayed the lid black, so you can see it's still the mincemeat jar. And I wanted to share with you what I found in the pound shop. So I think it's supposed to be a Christmas bauble, and it was £1, and it's quite heavy. It's like, I think it's made out of resin, so it's quite sweet. And my little nieces love dogs; they'd really like a dog. So £1, and this is what I've done with it. I've cut that ribbon off. I've left the little hook in his head. Hello. Is that your contribution to Christmas presents?
One of them.
All right, okay.
One of them, along with all the other things I've made.
All right, yeah.
But didn't put it on Tintin.
Oh yeah, he's made loads of things, so I'll share with you those. He's made rhubarb gin and pickles and all.
Tell everyone what we're getting for Christmas. Why don't you?
Oh no, they're not watching.
Yeah, better not.
So, cut that off. And this is what I've done. So there's the other one, and I've just replaced that with a bit of string because I thought that red was a bit rubbish. So I've just filled that full of, I really like these because they're Cadbury's, and they're really, I think they're about, I don't know, quid, maybe a bit more. So I think there's nearly 2 bags of those in there. So that's a nice present. So don't throw your jars away. And I just made that little label. I've got this little cutter outer thing, so it cuts out a circle shape. Right, now onto the stone painting. I've been painting away, and what my plan is, can you buy that paint from Wilko's in town? I think you probably can. I bought some spray paint from Aldi, I think. It was a gold one, and it was about £5.50, I think, but it was just really watery. It didn't cover quite as well. This is pretty good at covering. So you'll see down here I've sprayed some stones white, and I've sprayed, just for a change, the smaller ones, I've sprayed those gloss black. Oh, they do look, oh, they're lovely and shiny then. And just as an idea, if you want to do those just as little positive gifts, all I did with this one, and I know it's going to be the wrong way round, I just wrote on it in silver and gold pen, positive mind, positive vibes, positive life. So though that one will go with all these when I've finished them. They'll be going round the grounds of the hospital. So, you know, me and Aaron were like that, chief executive. So he emailed me back to say I could do the chalk positive statements, and because they're not going to last very long, they're going to wash off with the rain, I wanted something that would be a little bit more permanent but not cost me any money. So all these stones that I've painted, when I do the chalk painting, I am going to hide these, not hidden that well, to be honest, probably around the entranceways for people to pick up and keep. And that one says, be kind, whenever possible, it is always possible. So that one's just a, you know, it's just an irregular shaped stone. So I'll show you the ones that I've got. Hope, hold on, pain ends. Fear no more. Fear no more. Joy. These two are two of my favourite ones. What does it say? It says, be kind, be good, be strong, be happy, be you. So you can see those ones have not been sprayed, and it's just a bit, you need to do your paint a bit thicker on those. So a lot of them I haven't sprayed first. This one keeps making me laugh because I don't know why I thought that the sheep needed blinging up, but apparently they did. So they're sparkly, blingy gold sheep. And I'll show you what I used for the sparkles. Keep your sunny side up. Who's going to get that? I would absolutely love to see where these things end up. So if you find any of these round the hospital, please will you take a picture, and I'll put at the Proud Midwife. I'll write that on the back so you know where they've come from. And I'll just quickly show you the other ones. Just simple flowers. And how on earth, I don't know what I thought I was doing with these ones, but we've got a little family of penguins. I'll write something nice on the back. He's cute, isn't he? But they've got gold feet. What else have I got? And I've got a couple of birdie ones. So we've got a robin and two little birdies in a heart shape. I thought they were quite cute. And then I've got a bigger birdie one with sparkly leaves. And which one have I not shown you? I've showed you that one. This one is probably took the longest. It's the biggest stone, and it's two swallows in a tree, so in a sunset. And I'll write something along there, or I'll write something on the back. And all these I'll be spraying with this clear varnish. That's Rust-Oleum again, and it's really good because it makes it's dead easy to do. And I've done quite a lot. I've done all those stones with that. I've just sprayed them all, and it stops all the paint coming off. So I'll finish that one off. This one's quite cute. It says, every day may not be good, but there is good in every day. Can you see somebody crying about it raining, and that duck's proper enjoying himself? So those ones. And because my mate Aaron was so lovely and kind and emailed me back, I'm going to give him one of these ones. So there's 4 of these, and you can say I haven't finished them, but that little blue block there will have NHS, and I'll probably write something on it, something nice on it. So there's 4 of those, and they've got little sparkles round the top. So Aaron, one of those coming your way, because I'm sure you're watching this. It's nice to spread a bit of positivity, isn't it? And this one I picked up because it's got two weird little holes in it. I'll just put my light on. It's got 2 little holes in it, so that they're ideal eyes, aren't they? So that's just going to be a big happy face. Hi Victoria. Hi Lisa, hi Claire, hi Zosha. So that's going to be a smiley face. So I hope our staff pick up some of those. There's 4, but how absolutely simple is that to paint? It's really simple. So you don't need to spray them first, but it makes it a little bit easier to paint on them. And then I seem to keep just ending up painting trees. So I'll show you the trees that I've done. This stone it's got more of a rough texture. So if you're buying stones, if you're buying your stones, not just picking them up, you know, the smoother ones are better. But there's still I don't know whether you can see the sparkles on that. So that's a little pink tree. And there's all different versions. These are not all finished, and they will look nicer when they're all varnished. And I'll write some bits and bobs on them, and I'll take a picture of them all before I get rid of them. And then we've got a red tree with sparkly bits on it. And we've got a blue tree. I just thought they were really effective. I just copied them off the internet. And this is a bit, I think this one's a bit Gustav Klimt, because it's got those little, it's got little circles in the trees. And this one is, I went a bit crazy on colour. This one says Tree of Love on it. So they're just nice for people to pick up. It's better than picking up litter, isn't it? Hopefully. So let's get those out of the way. And to start off with your tree, there's different versions of these. So you can do, basically, hi. Hi, baby. Oh, hello. You want to go out? So there's all different colours, different versions. But you can make it your own. You can do your own version. And just while I'm looking at these, I've got to do some of these, but I'm running out of stones. But I must do some of those. We've got to get some of those for our lovely, beautiful, hard-working NHS staff, haven't we? I'd love to see some of our doctors with one of them. So I might have to go and pick up a few more bits and pieces. I'll probably just write on those. Right, okay, so the first thing you do, and the reason I've done this is it needs to dry, blob of colour. So you've got your stone. It doesn't really matter what shape your stone is. That's a bit of a wonky stone, but it doesn't really matter. But they're just things that you can make for people. They're not going to cost you a fortune, but it's just, if you put it in a little gift bag, it looks like you've really made it with love. And I think that people really, really feel those positive vibes because things have been made with care, attention and love. I really think that positivity, it's almost like your crystals, isn't it? So much love has gone into these, and I'm going to fill them full of good wishes and good luck for people to try and get them to have a best day ever. Right, so I don't think I want to do it on that one. I think I'm going to do it on this one. Right, so what I do as well is, just to give it a bit more detail, I like to, this is just acrylic paint, I like to just make it a bit dark around the edge, and bear in mind I am doing this super quick, so I normally would take a bit more time to do it neatly, but let's see. Kids can do this, and you know it. They come up with all sorts, and then they make lovely keepsakes when your kids have made them. So all I do, right? Can you see I've done a darker circle round there? All I do is I've cleaned my brush off, and I've got a little bit of toilet paper because I've run out of kitchen roll. I've dried my brush off, and just before it dries, I'm just gonna sort of drag it a little bit into the middle, just because it's not that easy to blend acrylic, so you can't. if you try and do it with a wet brush, it just rubs it off. You'll see what I mean. It's just giving it a bit of texture. Just giving it a little bit of texture. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just paint a little bit of, I'm drying my brush off. I'm going to have it a little bit white in the middle. So I think it looks like, makes it look like you're seeing the light. Seeing some kind of light. So I've just done a blob of white in the middle. And you can see I'm just leaving it a minute or two before I've cleaned off my brush. And I'm going to dry it. Drying it. Hi Marilyn, hi Kira, hi Kathy. How are you all doing today? We've run out a week again. How's that happened? So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and blend it. And the good thing is it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter how it turns out, really. It doesn't. I'm just going to just dry my brush off again. And just sort of drag it from the inside out. And you can do a little pattern on it, or you know, probably something like that. Obviously, I think I want a bit more white in the middle. But you get me, don't you? So what we'll do is we'll just leave that to dry a minute. And then I'm going to show you how some of these that I've been drawn to, there's loads and loads of things you can do like that. Just Google stone painting and put in images. And I really wanted to do that, but yeah, I think you need a lot of patience to do that. But some of these that I printed off, like that one's where I got the idea from, and that one's just, it's not got that background colour, it's just got loads of spots. So I'm going to show you how to do 2 versions of tree. Right, so we'll do this one, but first of all, I'm just getting a bit of paper. So I'm just going to paint on a bit of paper. I hope you can you see? I'll show you in a minute. Right, I'll tell you what, this room is just getting crazy. It's absolutely bursting at the seams. I need a bigger house. Need a bigger spare bedroom. Hi, Debbie. Right, okay. So I'm going to do it. You can do your tree in whatever colour you want, brown or black or grey or whatever you want. So you've got your circle of colour, and then, I mean, to be honest with you, it's not rocket science, but that's kind of this one I'm going to show you how to copy. Right, so it's got white blobs in the background, and let's do it with black. These are not expensive paintbrushes. These are not expensive paints. I think that set, I think it was $14.99 from Ryman's, but there's loads of colours in there, but you can buy them in, you know, bigger individual bottles. So straight away, all you need is line up the middle, right? And as you can see, my line up the middle doesn't have to be perfect, and I've smudged it at the top, but it doesn't matter because it's a tree. Right, so you've got your line up the middle, goes thinner at the top, and then for the tree trunk, just make it a little bit fatter at the bottom. Can you see? Bit fatter at the bottom, and this tree, for some reason, has these sort of dots, just a bit of decoration. Dots at the bottom. Right, so the branches that go across, sometimes when people try and paint things like trees, you've got to appreciate how the tree grows, and the tree grows up like that. So all the branches all need to be sort of pointing pretty much up. This tree's stylized, so it goes more out like that, but you don't usually have branches growing down unless they're falling down. So it's got this one it's pretty much like this. And so you can do it to the shape of your simples. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. And it's just a little bit stylized. So then you can see that those ones are, you can have them a bit thicker at the make them a bit thicker if you want. And then I'm careful not to dip my paintbrush in my tea. I've done that before. Right, and then I'm just going to change to a slightly thinner brush. Low power mode. I haven't charged my phone up. Oh. Right, so then all you do then is on each branch, you're doing that. Okay, so let's just do that on each branch, and on this one they do overlap. And can you see they go just make them a little bit smaller, so it doesn't matter that they're different to them. It doesn't really matter, because trees don't tend to be too symmetrical, but this is just a stylized version. But I just thought it looked really quite abstract. So you can see how we're getting on. This couldn't be any more rushed if I tried. I've made that smudge into a... So there's your basic tree, and you could carry on going and carry on going and carry on going. But when you're doing it little on a stone like that, and hopefully I'll just be able to show you me doing that as well. But then you've got all these different colours, and you can just blob on different things, different colours, and the more... I think it's, you know, like just being more colourful. So you could just literally blob it on. Let's have a little bit more red. How's everyone doing? What you all doing today? It's a day for a walk today because it's not raining. It's not raining, so going for a walk. And you can, I suppose you could do it in Christmas, more Christmassy colours if you want. But this is how I do it on the stone. And the one that I copied had all like bits down at the bottom. You could even make your Christmas cards like this, couldn't you? So I have literally just blobbed that on. It looks pretty basic on a piece of paper, but when it's on a stone and you've got maybe your background colour, they look really quite good. And I'm just going to do a bit of yellow just so you can see. And so you choose your colours, whatever you want. I always like to get my ideas off Tinternet, because it's just, I find it easier just to copy stuff that you find that you like. So you could do them all different sizes. And I found it, doing this making week, found it so therapeutic just doing it in the evening. I've got my little camping table out, and I've been doing it in the evening while I've been watching telly. There's going to be some big changes around here next year though. There's going to be some big changes. I'm doing dry January. There, I've said it now. Who's going to... Well, all you pregnant ladies will be doing it anyway. But anybody who's not pregnant, who's doing it with me. So, there you go. There's your tree. And what... I went back into Wilko's to find out for you how much these are. These glitter glues, I don't use them for gluing anything. I just use them for decoration. And I feel like those... that they're going on the stones that you're going to keep, so you're not going to throw it away. And I prefer those to glitter. Those, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, £1.50. I've used the silver and the gold most, but then you can, like, it just gives it a really nice finishing touch. Where's the one that's got... See, that one's got all like little gold sparkly bits around it as well. So I've drawn some little details in white, and I use the white pen. Right, I've got something to tell you about pens, if you're like your marker pens or anything like that, they're a little bit more difficult to draw on the top of your painted bit than they are to draw straight onto the sprayed stone. So that was really easy to draw on because it was a nice smooth surface. But this one, where I've drawn those little hearts on, it was pretty difficult because the nib doesn't like the paint much. So it might be easy just to do it with a little bit of paint. So these bits of glitter, I'm not going to waste it on this, but you get me, don't you? So you make little twinkly bits, and when you first put this glitter glue on, it's like in a massive blob. But when it dries and all the moisture's drained, soaked in, it just gives you a nice little sparkly silver bit. So that's that. So now I'm going to try and do it a bit more carefully on here, and I'm going to try and do it. This one's a little bit more stylized, isn't it? Let's try and copy that one. That's a proper long thin one, that. And I'm not bothering with this growing my nails malarkey anymore. I grew them a little bit, didn't I? And then I went and chopped one off when I was chopping an onion. Chopped one off. I've picked that one off last night. Picking. You look at the state of my fingers where I pick all the skin off. I'm just a picker. I don't think I am ever destined to ever have long nails, and I can't be bothered with this nail maintenance. I can't be bothered with it. I think I'm happier just having nice, clean, short nails. I haven't got any choice. Right, so we're going right up the middle. Doesn't matter if it's not straight, not perfect, who cares? Can you actually see? Can you see? You can see. You can see. So I'm going to do the base of it a bit. Base of it is a bit fatter. Can't believe it's Sunday. Oh, you know what I'm doing tomorrow? Oh, you know what I'm doing tomorrow? I'm painting in the unit again. I'm off tomorrow, so I'm painting in the unit. And please will you tell me what your thoughts are? I don't know whether I'm being a bit ambitious, because I've been Googling woodland murals, and I've seen a big, huge one, and it's gorgeous. So I thought the rooms could have, like, the ones that we paint could have more of a theme to them. So trees, because we like painting trees. I'll try and do it while I'm talking, because it's just get on with it, Claire. Just get on with what you're doing. I get distracted easy, me. So, and I was thinking of including a squirrel, a badger, a rabbit, and a barn owl. Well, I could do just the trees, and then add the other bits when I get a chance to do it. I don't know when I'm going to do my painting on the floor, because I have to have enough time, and it has to be a dry day, doesn't it? Right, so these go up like that. These leaves go up like that. So I'm using a thinner brush on this one. Who's gonna find this one? Don't know what words I'm gonna write on the motivational words I'm gonna write on this, but I'll find something. Can you see? So that darker edge in the lighter middle just makes it, I think it just makes it look a little bit nicer. So I'm going to use my much smaller paintbrush. And, you know, all the bits and pieces that I buy for crafting, I always try my best to look after things. So we're just going to go Oh, just like that, aren't they? Do you think I'll find out where these stones go? Do you think I'll find out? Hi, Joanna. How are you? I've had a week off. Do you know what, though? It is nice to catch up with everybody when you get back. Because I'll get back to work and about 500 people will have had babies. And you'll go, oh, you've had your baby. My amazing, amazing mummies. Done so well. I'm so proud of them all. With your lockdown babies. It's been a hard year for you guys, hasn't it? But, so, you know what it's like. Tomorrow, I'll be in the unit, and then Tuesday, I'm back at work, back in clinics. And it'll be like, I know what it'll be like. It's always the same when you go back to work. I'll have 5 trillion emails. But at least I'll get to catch up with everyone. Right. Can you see how I'm getting on? I would love you guys. No one shared with me. Sue, Sharon and Sarah here. Hi. So I'd love to see where those end up. I'm really excited. I'm really excited to get those finished. I don't know what I'm going to write on it though. My mate Aaron, he's going to have one of these on his desk. I'll have to do his especially neat. Oh, do you know what? I've never even met him, but he just sounded. He said, I said something that I've never emailed you, and I probably won't ever email you again. And he put, you can email me anytime. And it just he actually made me feel like little old me mattered. I said, what a lovely thing to do, and thank you. It wasn't a long email, but it was enough to know that he sounds like a man that cares about stuff, and I like that. Has anybody else met him? I'm only a little minion on the shop floor. But I do like my job. I'm very lucky. Have you been doing your 3 things to be grateful for? Every day I am grateful for my job. And do you know what? I'm liking my job more and more since I've been really working on looking after my own mental health. Because it just makes you feel more like giving more. Right, so I'm not going to do anything else on that. Probably what I will do is I might give it some little decorations like that one. And I'm probably going to write something on the back. And I've got a whole list of positive quotes, so the ones that were going to go on the floor around the hospital that I got rudely interrupted by security. So I've got loads of those, and you know, some of the things were things like this: every day may not be good, but there is good in every day, which is so true. What's right is always available. So remember this saying: what's wrong is always available, but so is what's right. So is what's right. Find the good in every day and keep positive. And everybody who works in our beautiful trust has been working so hard, and I hope that I get to find out where these stones are going. So next week is a really, really busy week for me. I'm working on Friday, so I will do a live, but it'll be from the car. I'm not quite sure how busy I'll be at this point. But please will you let me know if there's anything particularly that you want me to talk about or find out for you. I'm going to ask my big bosses if I can go live just for a few minutes to show you what I've painted tomorrow. See how my woodland scene goes. I'm really nervous. What if it's if it's an ugly rabbit or a wonky badger, I'll just have to paint over it. But trees, you can't get trees wrong, but I'm worried about the animals. I want a squirrel. A badger, a rabbit, and a barn owl. That's what I want. So I hope to be, I'm going to have to be up really early in the morning and get there and get as many hours in as I can. And always one of the things when I'm painting in the unit, one of the things I always have to be really, really careful about is I always have to get ready to get my stuff and run out if they need the room. So I hope that tomorrow is okay for me to get as much done as I can, because I do enjoy doing it and I like making the space nicer for you ladies. So woodland room, and what I'm hoping is to get, I've been looking at like those lamps, because I haven't had a look lately, but I've raised last time I looked it was about £350 for our unit. And I'm going to buy like light projectors. One of the rooms I really wanted to have a bit more like a galaxy room, but I think the room just needs painting in a slightly darker colour. So we have to, I'm all ideas me, but I need to discuss them with my big managers to see what they think. But anyway, I'm going to go and need to do a bit of shopping. Need to fill up with petrol. And I need to fix my printer because my printer's bust. And I'll carry on painting. So have a lovely day. Remember to save your mincemeat jars. That was £1. And if you didn't like the colours, you could spray that as well. You spray it all gold or something if you want. But I just thought that was really sweet. And then eventually these normally fall off. It's glued on with a hot glue gun, but normally they fall off. But then it can be a little hanging ornament. But I think that looks nicer with a bit of string than it did with this. It came with this red ribbon on it. Anyway, so £1. Poundland, I think it was from. £1 each. There, boom, an extra present. And I think the chocolate's more expensive than that. But I know my little nieces will really like that. Nice chocolate as well. Can't be doing with cheap chocolate. Oh, nice Cadbury's chocolate. Right, with that, I'm going to drink my cold brew. Thank you, Becky, for my new mugs. And the tea, this is zesty lemon and fennel twinings. Gorgeous. It smells amazing. I've never had any tea like that before. So good. Have a happy Sunday. Don't do a little bit of self-care, not too much of the housework. Doesn't matter. And get out for a walk because it's not raining. Take care. Love you lots.